All right.
Of course.
Alright, we got Alfred here.
Yes, we
This
do.
is bonus
I
Alfred.
see.
His spell setup's a little different from canon Alfred, and he's lawful neutral.
Oh, I see. He's a
Mhm.
little bit of a jerk. Well, no, he just likes
Done
rules.
and done.
Yeah, he just cares only about the rules.
Is that-
he
does that
doesn't.
matter?
He doesn't. We're gonna ruin the rules.
Okay, good.
But first, we're going to do a Fire Beads quest, just because we never did that
Sure.
in single player.
It's not hardened your heart towards an old elven hair man.
So his reward is to cast protection from evil on you.
Okay,
It's
that seems nice.
You can see the little icon there. You'd think that, but let's see what protection from evil does. Okay,
Magical
two
barrier.
attack roll to enemy sack rolls.
Uh-huh.
Saving throws get a bonus, but look at the duration: 2 rounds per level.
Oh gosh.
A round is 3 seconds.
Right. So
You cannot make it to Carbos before this spell wears
right,
off.
0 time.
So it's basically a worthless
thanks,
reward.
Firebeard,
So yeah, we're gonna kill Firebeard.
Are we?
That's what we're doing. So we got this shield spell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
For the folks watching at home, I think this is supposed to be either just sort of non-canon happenings or, things that happen while good aligned Backtorque is someplace else.
Yeah, you notice how Alfred didn't really come along when Gorion led you off.
It's true.
To goodness knows where. This is probably what he was
had some
doing.
things to do.
So you put your spells in your spell slot, go nap at the inn, see this little cutscene,
Little
and then
mouse
they're
runner.
available to cast.
Mhm.
Sure. The beds are empty. Goodness knows where we are.
Right.
I also bought a sling and little bullets.
Sleeping on the couch or whatever.
So you can see the icons are lit up now, not faded.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
So I say memorized Chill Touch and Shield.
Okay. Just start
And Firebeard
flinging
is a
stuff.
very high level wizard. He has a bunch of spells. He's got 2 castings of horror,
Uh-huh.
1 casting of acid arrow,
gosh.
2 castings of a Gazanar Scorcher, and like 4 or 5 magic missile, any one of which will kill us instantly
Right.
if they land. So we're going to just duck up and down the
Just
stairs.
Bolting
every
up
time
and down
he
the
decides to
stairs,
cast them.
swinging it in feebly with your stick.
Now, he plays by the rules like any other character, so he has only a certain number of spells per day.
I see.
And every time he empties one into the stairs.
Oh, this is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Just casting them into the trans-dimensional void that is the stairwell.
So now he's out of everything except magic missiles.
Okay.
And you may have noticed that the shield spell says immunity to magic missiles.
Oh.
One of the minor sort of loophole rules is the shield spell gives you immunity to a single spell.
I see.
And that spell happens to be all he has left.
Oh gosh. So, this is just punching so far above your weight to take this guy on at this point.
Oh, unbelievably so. You remember what happened the last time we had a wizard facing off against someone in melee and the wizard didn't have any spells available
Oh,
to him.
yeah.
Oh dear.
It was hard times.
So there I am,
Just
just touching
wailing
him over and over with my cold hand.
They're pretty chilly.
Yeah.
He's doing his
Chill
best.
Touch has a bonus to hit, and if it does hit, it reduces his chance to hit.
I see.
Stacked onto my shield spell, he basically has 0 chance of hitting me.
Right, he's just shivering away at this point. There he goes.
Ah.
Oh my
Look
goodness.
at that XP.
That is a good chunk of XP.
So we've leveled up. Remember when I said leveling up was a big
I
deal
do
and we would
remember
be
you
like
said
level
that.
8 when we finished the game?
Like it would only happen a few times. Is the tavern keeper mad about this? That you just murdered?
Yeah, Puff Guts is upset
Well.
that he murdered like an incredible wizard using I don't even know what sort of tactics.
Right.
But no one else minds.
He just stared at you dashing up and down the stairs as these incredibly powerful spells just vaporized into thin air.
Right. But no one outside the tavern knows, and we're never going back to the tavern, so who cares?
That's awesome.
I should have joined the army.
Morning, officer.
I like to think that this is what comes out of years of study of just the esoterics of magical knowledge. Like,
Right.
you realized some...
The tutorial guys, they don't care about anything.
Right.
They never get upset.
I see.
They're just there to give you tutorials.
Right,
They're
right.
non-entities. So you remember this guy who chased you down?
Yes.
Are very strict.
In single-player mode, he doesn't do this in multiplayer mode, but in single-player mode, he offers you another sort of tutorial.
Okay.
Which we're actually going to do because it's mildly more interesting.
Yeah.
This is the mass combat tutorial.
Okay.
Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
Arse.
Basically, he gives you a big party and a
that's
few
neat.
enemies to fight,
Sure.
so you can see how to control different people.
I see. Okay.
And this is blah blah blah. He says, "Oh, these are illusions, so they won't actually hurt you.
Right.
Your party is illusions too. This is a big illusion fight."
Everything's an
So I
illusion,
queued up some
man.
commands. Right.
It's
So
all
we'll have a big old brawl here.
Those are gross little illusions, I have to say.
Yeah, those are gibberlings.
Gibberlings, I say.
We'll get into gibberlings later.
They look
They're
gibbery.
They're like rabid apes or
Okay.
gibbons or something.
So I see
don't
how
know.
you're pausing the game at like important points, but other than that, you just kind of let your illusions go nuts and beat up the other illusions.
Well, they outclass these gibberlings by so much.
Sure, it just
also,
almost
these
doesn't
illusory
matter.
gibberlings do no damage, so I don't care.
That is a gross looking
So
shield.
I'm looking at these guys' inventory.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is some pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
Look, he's
sure.
got an enchanted small shield.
Right?
Uh-huh. She's got some sort of wand. Fortunately, she has the identify spell memorized.
Oh, well,
so
that's
this is how
handy.
you ID stuff.
A wand of the heavens, my gosh.
That's right. 8d6.
That's...
If you don't know D&D terminology,
I know
means
D&D.
that wand, you roll 6-sided. Yeah, I'm telling the folks at home.
Oh, right, sorry.
You'll take you roll 8 6-sided dice, add the total together, and that's how much damage.
So
that
you can
wand
just
does.
take the
So-
inventory right off these guys, is what you're saying.
Well, no, actually. I'm looking at all their stuff. You know, he's got some rare potions. That
Uh-huh.
oil of speed in particular has caught my eye.
Right. Uh-huh.
But sadly, you can't actually take these things out of this room because the minute you leave, all the items despawn
Boo.
because of that. But we'll fix that. Don't you worry.
Uh-huh.
And we'll fix it in just the way you'd expect.
Uh-huh. I almost don't even know what to say. What?
I've summoned a ferret.
You... Okay, fine.
All right,
see.
so let's see what happens when we leave.
Uh-huh.
Just a quick demo here. Just me and my ferret. So me and my ferret fly outside,
Uh-huh.
and it, deletes all the items.
Right.
Even if you move them to your inventory,
I
it
see.
deletes them all. So we'll reload, go back in here.
Uh-huh. There's
Now,
that
the
ferret.
can pick pockets. So I just pickpocketed that small shield off of her with the ferret. And when the ferret messes up, the effect of pickpocket is they automatically attack. But they're in my party, so I can just tell them to do something else
Sure.
and they'll cancel the attack.
Stop it! Stop it!
So I pickpocketed the wand.
This
Now
is...
I'm getting to work on those potions.
And after a long series of pickpockets, does this, I guess, just
Yeah, there
change
we
the
go.
item's coding or
Of
something?
course.
Does it just create an identical?
I'm satisfied.
Uh-huh.
We'll go outside. See, the ferret does not actually have an inventory per se.
I see.
Anything he pickpockets gets stored in some sort of external buffer,
Okay.
which you then get access to by entering dialogue and telling him to give you the items.
So, you've created a tiny ferret pickpocketing pocket dimension, which has the side effect of transforming any illusory items into real items.
That's right.
You know, everything I understand about magic is this is just the kind of dumb stuff that actually works. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Man,
the
we're just
best
getting started.
thing.
Look at how much money this is
Oh
worth.
my goodness.
Puffguts only buys equipment, so he won't buy the wands and stuff.
Sure.
But that's a momentary delay. We can hawk those at any shop we find from
Right,
here on out.
obviously. Oh my goodness gracious. So, So yeah, the solution to making illusions reality is to have a ferret pickpocket them, as it turns out.